Finally tonight, Sonic the Hedgehog is running wildly in the Chandler household this weekend. 12-year-old Kristen Chandler of Charlottesville.
Hey guys, it's me, Sonic.
Hello everybody, this is Christine Chandler coming to you live from home once again.
My vision's getting blurry.
And we're going to talk about the recent, more obvious topic of the dimensional merge.
Sonic fandom is one of the most interesting fandoms on the internet. While many are content to enjoy their rations of smelly echidna feet like good little chuds, there are others who are into some really sick and I mean, can you blame them? How can you look at this and not want to just bite his arms off and of his little hedgehog? What makes Sonic stand out from other weird fandoms, trust me, I'm a Pokemon fan, is that he's seemingly attracted weirdos since day one. As I proved before with Jay Sonic, Chris Chan wasn't the only one. He was just the first to get caught. There's some real freaks who have been lurking on the internet since it's been a thing, waiting to rope you into their twisted games. One such rabid fan created a space for other like-minded goon lords. This is the story of a girl who opened a portal to Hedgehog Hell. This is the story of a girl who brought countless demons to light. This is the story of Sonic Passion and the monsters it unleashed. Hey cuties, before we start, I have some quick disclaimer stuff I gotta go through. So apparently the original creator of the forum is apparently a bigger e-schizo than I am, and she reports any video that can connect her to Sonic Passion for harassment. She suffers from megalomania, so she definitely has time. This is why I'll refer to her with a totally made up name that I just came up with on the spot. Alix Henry. Also cuties, we're halfway to 50,000 subscribers, so if everybody watching hit that sub button, we'd be that much closer. And I'd love you forever. We start our strange tale in France. The year was 1986, and the Henry family welcomed a sweet little angel into the world. Alix had trouble fitting in with the other kids growing up. She developed a narcissistic personality disorder and held a serious fixation on perfection in all things around her. This made her highly aware of all the grime and ugliness around her, with it being France and all, leading to her to shut herself off even more. And not only that, but she also didn't have her own ratatouille like all French people do. Alix was an outcast. Without the much needed human connection she needed growing up, she turned to games. The jank of 90s video games was just what she needed for her fixation on perfection. She sought out structured environments and activities that offered clear rules and objectives, providing her with a sense of control and predictability. Particularly those with meticulously designed levels and characters like Sonic the Hedgehog fulfilled this need, and it was during one of her jaunts to the digital world of Sonic that she met the love of her life. Oh, Sonic, I love you. Why can't you be real and be my boyfriend? Hey little girl, got room for one more? Mon Dieu! Sonic! You're real! Of course I am! Yeah, step it up! I come to visit all the good little boys and girls who believe in me. Yeah, I love kids, yeah! Wow, I am so fucking joyeux right now, or whatever. I'm just glad you're normal for once. I just got back from this guy in Canada who shoved rusty nails up his I want to drink your blood and vomit and let you kill me. Dickhole. Fuck. Thinking Sonic was some advanced AI from the future sent to breed her, Alix went on to worship Sonic, accepting him as her hog and savior, but eventually, simply humping her plushies until the accumulated yeast melted them just wasn't enough. So in 2004, Sonic Passion was born. Alix had finally built her temple, and she was like the high priestess to the glory of Sonic and his 8 holy, barbed hedgehog dicks. What started as a humble forum for Alix to dump her Sonic schizo rants slowly started to gain traction, attracting more and more followers. Alix, ever the megalomaniac, was happier than a fox in shit and basked in her delusions of grandeur, even going so far as to post some explicit content of herself featuring Sonic. It was very embarrassing. As the forum grew, she went on to make the site pay to access. So for just one easy payment of $30, you could enjoy many such fine posts, such as this. Definitely worth. Alix and her followers began identifying as tunophiles, which, according to Wikifur, the source of all my worldly knowledge, refers to a person who is emotionally and physically attracted to cartoon characters and such. Sure, you can fap to all your Blue Archive cunny, but these dudes are really about that shit. They seriously believe they're legit married to the characters. So think about that viewer. While you're busy getting ghosted, these dudes are married to Sonic the Hedgehog. So who's really the Chad here? The forum not only served to fuel Alix's very increasing ego, but it also served as a birthing place for the modern weirdo fan culture. It's so fascinating how these early 2000s trailblazers paved the way for fur affinity users everywhere. Unfortunately, the original forum was lost to time, and we only have bits and pieces lost deep in the internet, like fossils of a bygone age. The largest collection of Sonic past and artifacts can be found in the Case Study of Idiots. It's an old website that showcases and chronicles a few key moments of this forum before its eventual destruction, and also giving us many beautiful gems that still haunt me to this day. I'm not gay, but there's something about Sonic's cum. Aight bruh. Here we have a post from Sonic Sex Slave talking about her love for Sonic's feet and the casino level in Sonic Adventure. Crazy acronym, by the way. I wish I could see his sexy feet, his sexy ass, his sexy everything. I get so horny at the casino level in Sonic Adventure when he's in the shower. Really? It's exactly the same with me. Smiles26.gif. I even filmed with my digital camera while he's in the shower. Drool. And there's classic Alix in her element. Whenever Sonic is mentioned, she effortlessly slips into the conversation like some feral girl's secret boss. It's also worth noting that she has her own custom flair, celebrating her marriage to Sonic on May 8th, 2005. And she's not alone. The site even had an entire section dedicated to marriage proposals to fictional characters. Judged by the replies though, they were never answered. How sad. But lucky for y'all, I'm actually an ordained minister. So congrats! You're all officially married to your fictional crushes. Even you, Alix. Mazel tov! With the help of a wonderful website, I'll advertise it later, that allow us to marry a video game character I married Sonic the Hedgehog a few minutes ago. Dear everyone, today is best day of my life and I want to celebrate it all with you. I'm crying right now. I never thought I was single since he were my lover, but now there is a proof on the internet. The whole world will see that I'm married to Sonic with the real certificate and I'm in his first wife. I don't accept the number 5. Today Sonic and me are married. I married him to prove my love for him, and to prove that I'll be faithful to him for the eternity. But I am still his slave. Come on, come on! How beautiful. Alix admits herself that this place is the perfect gathering spot for internet weirdos. Well, even the weirdest of all the virtual can be found sexy. Weirdness have no limit. And for Join SP, you must be weird. Did you know that I jerked myself off over Boo and Shy Guy? Wink.gif. No, Alix, I didn't know that. But thanks for sharing, bestie. As you can see, Alix is definitely one of the weirdest on the forum. Something she wears is a badge of honor. All of the above. I want him to trample me. I want him to vomit in my mouth. I want him to piss, shit, and snot in my mouth. I want put my tongue in his ass and all. I would let him kill me. I would hang myself for him, cause I get insane till he is beautiful. I can't control my brain anymore. It's nuts, but it's true. With Sonic, I lose the control of my brain. Alix, I think you lost that a long time ago. Don't worry about that. What was crazy is that this might have seemed weird in 2004, but by today's standards, it's actually pretty tame. If you could see the chats happening right now on Character AI with characters like Leon or Dottore or even Springtrap, you'd realize that what Alix wrote was just a warm-up for what those bots go through daily. Isn't that right, Chelsea? I see you on Character AI with his plane in the corner, and that's okay. Have fun torturing Leon, bestie. I'd do anything to have sex with Sonic, though I'm not quite as dedicated as you are, Alix. I'm not into vomited urination or any of that kind of stuff, but he can fuck my tail whole any day. Hell yeah, dude. Put that on my fucking gravestone. I love to make him come, preferably in my mouth or all over me. Sonic single-handedly turned me gay. Me too, brother. Me too. Alix, sorry, but I've always wondered this. Would you really be willing to eat his vomit? Have you eaten vomit before? Would you really want to hurt Sonic and drink his blood? Bro seems way too into this. Would you really want him to put you within an inch of your life and call that love? I'm sorry. I understand obsessions like this, but have you ever actually experienced this stuff before? I don't think if Sonic loves you, he would really want to hurt you. Does that make sense? Fortunately, you're sorry, because you hurt me very hard. You asked me if I would be really willing to eat his vomit. What it means is that you would be willing to think that I am a liar. I am not a liar. I think absolutely I say, sighs. If I called my form Sonic Passion, it's not for nothing. Sure that I ever eaten my vomit. I imagined that it was his, of course. Otherwise, I couldn't perform that kind of stuff. Bestie. Pookie Bear. Form's delight, no. No, I do not want to hurt him, but I would want to drink his blood. Yes, I want to be his slave. No, Sonic will never love me because he is God and I'm trash. And I want to tell it once again. I am not a liar, and I hate liar. I love Sonic with all my heart, and I would shoot myself with a gun if that could make him happy. I am totally serious. I swear that if Sonic came to me and asked me to kill myself, I would do it. Why I would do that? Because he is my love, my life, my hope, my passion. He is the only one I live for. I would do anything to make Sonic happy, even give my life. I hope that now everyone understands how it's easy to me to eat vomit. Not gonna lie, I kinda need a girl like that. The forum also housed some of the brightest minds of our time, asking deep philosophical questions like, what would you do if you could turn Knuckles into a girl? And how do you want to have sex with Eggman? Which naturally led to some truly unforgettable art that haunts my dreams every night. And let's not forget the debate on whether Shadow is gay. Hello, this is cool and all, but Shadow is not gay. I would have sex with him, but it would mess up his reputation. Thank you. Yeah, bro, you really gotta protect Shadow's reputation. Sorry I overreacted a bit. There is nothing wrong with being gay. It's just, I think he'd go better with Rouge or something. Shadow is practically my role model in life, next to the Grim Reaper and Satan. Hell yeah, dude. I can't even say anything. Let's just see what this motherfucker looks like, bro. No, 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 no. Oh my god, dude, it's the fucking Rizzler. I like to see a mix between Shadow and Amy. Shamey. And she'll wear the same clothes as Rouge. I like to see Shadow giving her vaginal. Sonic rubbing his fat oh, and of course Alix has to chime in. I too love Sonic Yowie. And I enjoy fantasizing about Sonic having sex with Knuckles. The two sexiest thing alive fucking each other. Drool. What would you do if you saw Amy totally naked, asleep, groaning and saying your name? This one's for the men. Slowly back up and shut the door quietly so I wouldn't wake her up. Bro, how are you a cuck in an RP? Would you marry Amy? You would get some every time you wanted it. But Rouge, Cream, and all other women are off limits. And you would get hit with that damn hammer if you even looked. Would you have a kid with her? Oh, and the second part, if you had a kid, what would he or she look like and what would you name it? Yes, yes. A girl, pink hair, blue eyes, and her name would be Alexia. Aw, how sweet. I think we found the first ever reported Alix sim. He probably fell in love after seeing the picture with the plushie. Or maybe he was there whenever Alix posted some of her aids from her toy box, if you know what I mean. God, I bet they stink so good. Anyway, here's another banger from this guy. I used to imagine Donkey Kong fucking the princess. I mean, he was alone with her for hours, and he can fuck and throw barrels at the same time. I would really like to see a pic of that. Big grin.gif. I've been heard that Cream could be possibly made for, and only for hentai. Ooh, true. So this may seem insane, but let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Now, I've played Blue Archive and Persona, so I know all the mental gymnastics you need to justify your attraction to these adorable little cuties. So let's do a little lolly math. So Cream debuted in 2003 as a 6-year-old. This man made this post in 2005. So if we add it all together, it's still not okay. Arrest this man immediately. Well, where to start? I'm in my bedroom and then someone from outside tells me to wallpaper my room. So I say I've gotten a wallpaper paste and the voice from behind the door tells me that I have to use my cum. I look around and there are some Amy hentai pics on the wall and a laptop on the floor. So I log into Sonic Passion and go to the cool sites forum, and then I wake up. What ya hell? Yeah, arrest this guy too. What are you gonna do with the one you love for the Valentine Day? Me? Everyone guessed that Alix the Brave Warrior will do nothing for the Valentine Day. Well, maybe I'll buy some cards and stick some pics of Sonic on. Sweat drop. Well, I always did nothing even when I was with Bomberman. But it's normal. I am a slave, darn it. What about you? I though have a message for Sonic for the Valentine Day. Sonic, you are my only love, and I'll love you till I die. You are the most beautiful guy I've ever seen in my whole life, and I would die for you. Alix, who love you more than herself, and the whole Galaxia. That's what I do for the one I love. Now I want to know what you will do for yours. Guys, I may have brain damage, but she types even more brain damage than I am, which is honestly really impressive. Go, white girl, go! The only goal of that website is to hack and destroy all the Sonic websites having a sexual constraint Can't peoples understand what robophilia is? Can't peoples understand that in that fucking world, there is peoples in love with Sonic, therefore having a sexual attraction towards him? Peoples are truly crazy. Yeah, peoples be. Alix just wanted a wholesome place to worship Sonic and be his slave, not some disgusting slut factory. Can you open a board for those who married more than one Kara and genuinely love all their spouses? I'm sorry, Jess. As much I'd like you and everyone to be totally pleased as the creator of a website about love and passion, I can't extol the unfaithfulness. Besides, polygamy is forbidden in almost all the countries on Earth. Here is the proof of how much it might be harmful. Please accept my apologize. That's right, Alix. Spread those good, wholesome Christian values. Unfortunately, like all good things online, it quickly attracted some truly awful characters. Unbeknownst to everyone, there was a monster lurking in the shadows.
First thing I'm gonna say, I'm pissed off. I'll tell you why. Because people are having a go at us for having a go at them. Well, I'm sorry, but you have a go at us first. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna apologise. I mean, a robo-tunophile, I'm one. My best friend is one. Yes, we know the concepts of reality and virtuality. That, I'm fed up with people saying that over and over. We understand the concepts, but we're happy. Get it in your thick fucking skulls.
All Roads was a strange man. Living in a dank room surrounded by cans filled with piss, he developed an unhealthy fixation on Amy Rose. You see, Paul is a tunophile through and through, so naturally he was drawn to this sweaty goon den known as Sonic Passion. Paul's tunophilia got to a point where he truly believed that he was married to Amy and had 2 kids with her. What attracted Paul to Amy so much? Who could say? Could it be her spunky attitude? Her pink dress with 3 pieces of hair sticking out? Sorry, this is serious. Or could it be the fact that she reminded him of a fucking child? His obsession with her grew and grew until he couldn't take it any longer. Why isn't she real? He might have asked. I need to consecrate my love to me queen. His obsession and madness grew and grew as he sunk deeper into his own depravity. On his YouTube channel before all the videos were deleted, probably in a lazy way of destroying evidence, he would post these unsettling schizo rants about how much he loves Amy and their imagined life together. Eventually, the internet just wasn't enough. Pictures weren't enough. He needed something real. OVO Paul was convicted of bad touching 4 girls. 4 girls between the ages of 3 and 8. 4 foster children he felt nobody would care enough about. This man had a plan. He had his prey. This man is a bona fide predator. In the court hearing, he said the following: I don't know why I did it. The opportunity was just there. I betrayed their trust. My brother in Christ, giving your little brother a dying controller when you're all playing Mortal Kombat is a betrayal of trust. Saying you'll make a video twice a month, but only upload twice a year is a betrayal of trust. You stole their innocence and ruined their lives forever because you thought you'd never get caught, because you thought they'd be easy prey. Amy would be so disappointed in you, little bro. Paul was sentenced to 10 to 15 years in prison, and if they didn't stick him in the showers yet, I hope his cellmate was feeling extra romantical. I hope you rot in hell, Paul. And I hope the warden slid your cellmate extra honey packs. And if he's out already, well, we have his face. And I'm not too good at British accents, but I believe he may be from around this area. And considering his neat lifestyle, I doubt that he'd stray that far from home. So, food for thought. After the PaulandAmy incident, Alix decided it was time to put the forum into lockdown mode. She made the forum completely pay to enter, so you could assume she made a massive bag off the perversions of others, ironically making her one of the first e-girls. You're basically a smelly or boxy. Good job, bestie! Anyway, with each passing day, the cracks were beginning to show. Alix started deluding herself, trying to convince others, and perhaps mostly herself, that Sonic Passion had just been a massive troll. A joke that everyone had taken too seriously, but deep down, the reality was sinking in. The forum was no longer a haven for Sonic fans. It had become a notorious stain on the fandom's history. In a last-ditch effort to salvage what little was left, she made one final schizo rant and then deleted the forum. And just like that, the era of Sonic passion came to an end, an era that had been as bizarre as it was disturbing. But as the dust settled, it became clear no amount of self-delusion could rewrite the story that had already been written. Even after shutting down Sonic passion, Alix's troubles on the internet didn't come to an end. She was still hungry for fame, constantly seeking attention in any way possible. She created a new website where she shared countless photos of herself, seemingly desperate to maintain a presence in the online world. In her quest for relevance, she often posted on various websites, sometimes unintentionally sharing her personal details that left her more exposed than ever. As time passed, her attempts to stay in the spotlight became increasingly bizarre. Now she mostly lurks on Instagram, but her delusion has only deepened. Alix had reached a point where she outright denies the existence of Sonic passion, trying to erase that chapter of her life from memory, ignoring the fact that the old link literally goes straight to her own Linktree now. Despite her retreat into obscurity, she still clings to a distorted self-image, convinced that she can achieve some form of artificial perfection through plastic surgery. This obsession with perfection was rooted in her strange admiration for Sonic. Alix believed that Sonic was more than just a character. She believed he was a fully advanced AI, a perfect being not bound by human flaws. When she discovered that Sonic was simply a weird sprite that was voice acted by humans, it shattered her delusion, leading her to reject the reality of it all. In her current state, Alix has adopted an obscure belief called purdah. I don't know how to pronounce it, guys, sorry. In traditional Muslim culture, purdah refers to the practice of secluding women for public view, often by wearing concealing clothing or through physical segregation. However, Alix has twisted this concept, using it as a justification to completely shut herself off from the world, both physically and mentally. She believes that by isolating herself, she can attain a state of artificial purity, distancing herself from the imperfections she so desperately despises. Now, Alix spends her days locked away in her room, consumed by her delusions. The once vibrant figure who commanded attention in the Sonic community has faded into a shadow of her former self, a tragic testament to the destructive power of obsession and the fleeting nature of internet fame. So what do we learn today, cuties? If there's one thing Alix's story teaches us, is that obsession, whether with a fictional character, fame, or any unattainable ideal, can lead us down a very dark path. The internet has a way of magnifying these obsessions, pulling people deeper into their own delusions until reality becomes a distant memory. Alix's tale also serves as a cautionary reminder of the dangers of living too much in the virtual world. The desire for online fame and a quest for perfection can warp our sense of self and disconnect us from the real world and the people who care about us. So basically, touch grass. Go ahead. As soon as this is over, just run out into the street. I don't care about the weather or what time it is, just go outside and get that stinky Redditor slime off of you, and then reach out to people. As for Alix, her self-imposed exile may not be as bleak as one might imagine. On her Linktree, she has a link to a website where you can ask her questions, and being somebody who actually has no life, she answers them regularly. And Alix, if you're watching this and you didn't freak out over the bugs under your skin or the man standing behind you, did you know that character AI actually has this weird thing now where you can actually be on a call with your character? So you might finally get what you want. Oh, and Alix, before you go, don't get me wrong, I would wreck it. Alright, you crazy as hell, but I like crazy. I'm crazy too, okay? We can give birth to a race of super schizos.